Welcome to another Rocket League stream. Today, as the title says it, I'm just gonna be basically playing and taking it sweet and easy. Instead of trying to carry my team and all of that, I'm just going to be a player. I'm gonna be basically negligent. I'm not gonna be looking for plays. I'm not gonna be playing hard. Probably gonna be just a day full of losses. I'm on my extra modes account. So I am on the higher MMR account, my old streaming one that I used beforehand. I am on that account. And yeah. I just feel like just chilling. Not gonna do anything special. Not gonna try to go for crazy 50s. Not gonna do fakes, not gonna do much anything. Just gonna kind of no-brain play the game. I'll let you be the judge of whether it's better to no-brain it or better to actually, play things through. As I said, it's gonna be a day full of losses because, well, I'm not carrying teammates anymore. I'm not gonna be looking for high plays and all of that, but this is a higher MMR, which is why I'm playing it instead of trying to no-brain on the low MMR account. At least high MMR, there'll be players that are decent at the game, and I won't really have to worry about shit. So if I'm just chilling in the corner, fucking off, the other two should still be able to score goals. Like with 1400 or 16 or whatever the hell MMR I'm at on my other account. I don't care if this MMR drops. I mean, it's fairly easy to get back. The only thing I care about is their goddamn hard resets. Their hard resets tilt the hell out of me. Because, if you're up at 1900 MMR, things like that, 18, 1900 MMR, don't reset me down to 1400 and 1300 MMR. You're looking at 500 or 600 MMR that I have to get back in order to get back to where I was. Do you know how much slop you have to go through in order to get back up to where you actually belong in MMR? Fucking annoying. So like, when it comes to hard setting MMRs and all of that, I understand if you want a hard set, a reset on like ranked. Your regular rank, you made it to SSL, you can probably make it to SSL again. Ranked people take things just a little bit more seriously. I mean, there's still silly mistakes. But you will see most people taking things a little bit more serious in ranked. Unless you're playing with somebody like me, I just treat it all the same at this point. So it's not as bad. However, why reset casual MMR? Except for, maybe once every 6 months, and don't hard reset it, soft reset it. If I go from 1900 to like 1700 maybe, it's still not that bad dropping down, a division's worth. But going from like 18, 1900 MMR all the way down to 13 and 1400 MMR makes you not even want to play the game anymore. I think I've played well enough to be not started at Platinum MMR or Diamond 1 MMR. At least start me at the beginning of Champ, so I can go through the slog of what Champ is, and then get the GC1 and go through that slog, and then get back to, upwards of where I am. So I guess it'd be lower to where I am, but you know what I mean. But don't start me in Platinum and make me go through Platinum, dunking on scrubs, not even really getting any type of play. Have to go through Diamond Purgatory, which is a pain in the ass because your teammates will screw you over more than, your opponents will. Hitting the ball off the top of your head, giving them free shots, etc., etc. And if you're rapidly leveling up or ranking up and all of that, and you're not like, a sweater, But, you know, the pros and shit that go through, they play hard, they dunk on the plebs, and they continue onwards. If you're not ruthless and just shitting on players, it's gonna take a while to get through these ranks. Because I try to make it to where everybody in that particular rank will still have fun by not going, you know, constant double touches, constant flip resets, and ceiling shots, because, well, they can't really perform them very well in their rank. I'm out of boost. They can't constantly perform all of those consistently. So I try not to, you know, overly rely on the shots I know that are going to go in. Pros, SSLs, and shit like that don't care. They'll go up, they'll flip reset, fake down, take that shit to the side, pass it to their buddy, or go over, you know, shoot the shit and score. They are ruthless because they just want to get back to where they are, and all the peons that they have to step on along the way, they're just kind of like, oh well, this is a good lesson for them. If they want to get better, they need to do this. And I'm like, they only got like 2,000 hours in the game, and you're telling them they need to get better. They know this. No need for you to fucking make them not want to play the game anymore. And then when they don't want to forfeit, because, you know, some people generally take that as a challenge when they have a pro in a lobby or somebody who's high MMR in a lobby that they rarely see. Some people try hard those lobbies and shit like that, and their team gets tilted and ends up being an unpleasant experience. Because they want to try hard to see, you know, how they rank with that particular pro, to see what they need to work on. While the rest of your team's like, oh, I don't want to fucking do this shit. This guy's like 10 times better than I am. And like I said, it just ruins it for people. But, I mean, I've coached quite a few people at this point, and have gotten them to at least GC minimum. I stopped coaching at GC. Once you hit GC, I will not be your private coach anymore. You're on your own. My coaching strategy is a little different than most people's strategy. It's completely different from what you're seeing in videos, by the way. I coach through 1v1s, so you can understand what exactly you're lacking and what you need to work on. Because through ones, you can learn positioning, what you should go for, what you can't go for, how to be backman, how to learn game sense, how to learn everything that you're missing. And anybody who doesn't want coaching and asks, how can I get better? My first response is, you know, if you're of a specific rank, go play ones. Go play ones. Because if you get spoiled by threes, you're never going to be able to push past GC and all of that, really. You're not even going to be pushed to GC if you're spoiled by threes. Threes is the hardest thing to rank up in because, well, you have to rely on team plays and things like that once you get, you know, up to that level. You're going to need a certain skill set to push past that and be able to carry threes games. But getting to that place, you know, getting to GC1, I can get anybody there. I can even get a bronze to GC1. It'll take a little bit more time than somebody who's, say, diamond or something like that, but I can get anybody to GC1 fairly quickly. Once you know the things that the population ain't picking up on and all of that, and you've done ones with me, then you'll start to learn what you can and cannot do. The thing that makes me a good coach is I change up my strategy based off of whatever my opponent's playstyle is. So if you're a heavy demoer, or if you're a speedy boy, or if you're sat back and, you know, you're a kind of reserve type of boy, I can change up my play strats as we're doing this training, and I can show you, you know, if you have somebody, you're a turtler, let's say, and you have somebody that, you know, is a speedy boy but can't really make shots, or a speedy boy that's on target that'll dance circles around you, I can show you the extent of that. So you can see that, hey, this particular play strat that I have easily counters this person in these particular situations. However, again, you're going to get most of your training through ones. You're going to be an extremely good individual player. Then, after you become an extremely good individual player, we'll focus on team plays and shit like that. But until you're good enough, you can't expect your team to be good enough, you know what I'm saying? You can't be over here doing this shit, going up, missing, fucking flipping, having a terrible recovery and all of that, and expect your teammates to, you know, be here to cover you and then put shots on target like that. You can't expect that. If you suck ass at the game, then you shouldn't expect your damn teammates to be any better than you are. You're in the same rank for a reason. Unless you're smurfing. So, the way I coach highlights a couple of things. And trust me, it's not going to be all fun and games and all of that. I'm going to talk about your inadequacies and things like that. I'm going to make you feel like absolute dog shit till you make progress. That just is what it is. You could beat me in every 1v1 that we have, but if you dog shit at your 1v1 experience, I mean, I'm never going to force or face you at 100%. I'll face you whatever I think you need to be. Like if you're, let's say you're, I don't know, champ 3, for example, trying to just push through the GC1. You'll probably never experience me at 100% 1v1, because I want to fix your inadequacies. I could push you, and we could 1v1 all day, but you're not going to get any better at 1v1s by 1v1ing me. The only thing you're going to get better at is countering or playing against me specifically. I don't want you to be good at playing against me in 1v1s. I want you to be good at 1v1s in general. That's why I'd never feel the need to play at 100% and push somebody unless, you know, they're a prodigy. Then I might actually, you know, if you surprise me and you have, you know, promise in the game, I will play you harder. Some people do need to be pushed harder. But if you're just a standard player, I probably will give you 50%. I'll let you land your flick shots and things like that to show you that, hey, your flick made it, but then I'm going to point out the openings you had beforehand and where you could be countered at. Because I could care less if you can make the damn shot or not. Shot making and shot practicing and all of that, that's on you. That's your individual skill level. I cannot help you with your individual shot making. There's training maps for that. There's training packs for that. That's you. But what I can help you is, before you go to make that shot, everything lining up to that. Fakes and things you can do, proper play, positioning of your opponent's car as you're going to make shots and things like that. I can assist you on things like that, but I can't help you shoot the shot. I can give you a better position on where you can be when making specific shots. If you're always out of position, like if you're here trying to shoot corner and you can't hit corner right, notice how I went all the way around until I was directly beside the ball, even a little bit past, before turning in. Most people who don't know how to make that shot come in an angle like this, and they go like that and they hit it off wall. And you see it all the time. Heck, I do it in casuals all the time because I'm like, fuck it, dude, just send it. Or let's say you're saving the ball, for example. Which one of these passes? You're saving the ball, for example. The ball comes off wall and you're like here trying to save the ball. If you check around you before you try and make that specific save, that's right there, and you wait, you might even have time to turn your ass around, capture some boost, and take control of the ball, and make a play off of that. It's been a good area bump. So, I mean, there's other things that you can do, and a lot of people, that's what it generally comes down to, is they don't know what they can do in any given position or any given situation. If the ball's going along the wall like this, most people will follow it and then take either a shot off wall or something like that. There, I just double touched it over one defender in instead of passing it. I've seen people who can't play corners at all and they do this shit. Every time they get in the corner, they pinch it. If you ain't got boost, you can try and go for a pinch or something like that. But I mean, it's better to fake pinches and get control like this. Fake like you're gonna pinch it, get control, and then pressure it somehow, than to actually pinch it over. Because not a lot of people can actually read those. I mean, once you get beyond the GC scope of things, they're gonna be waiting in this corner here for any type of touches so they can score them. Or they're gonna be waiting on the opposite side. So if you pinch the ball from there, they're already going to be sitting right here on the opposite side, which is where you should be for a fast pass or pinch. And they're going to knock it in that corner where the ball went in as you send it. They're going to be expecting the pinch. And you can expect the pinch or the far pass depending on how your teammate's going up. If your teammate's like this, obviously he's going to either hit it across or he's going to hit it out. Versus if your teammate, you know, is coming in like this super fast and trying to get a shot or something, he's probably going to pass it or he's going to bank it off wall or try and take a shot. You got to watch what your teammate's doing to get these passes. If it goes up like that, he's probably going to try for an individual play or he's going to bounce it off the top wall. The only thing you know that you need to cover is if he tries to take it off top wall, it's going to hit about here. It's either going to go in or it's not, which means it's probably going to bounce out and spill somewhere right here. If you're in a position like this already, and he makes that touch, you can encapsulate that. You don't want to be under him. If you're on this side and he goes up to try for, you know, like a shot or something, you don't want to follow him, be under him, and then go, oh, I missed the ball. You know, you want to keep your position updated. As he's going up, you say individual play. You start, I need the ball over here. Please come over here so I can show what I'm doing. Thank you, ball. He takes ball up wall for shot. You say, oh, individual play. He's going for the shot here, and you shoot it. Or you say, you're really giving me a tough time here, ball. Individual play, he's going for the shot, he missed the shot, and you capture it over here. Or you say, he's gonna go for an individual play, but I know he don't make those. So you jump up here when he tries to jump off wall to score it, you send it in. If he's in the way, you just knock his ass into the ball and force him to score it in. As soon as that ball drops below this goal line, past crossbar and all of that, it's anybody's ball, even if he's going for it. As long as it's not, you know, a twos match, obviously. As long as it's not a twos match. Talking about threes right now. If it's a threes match, both of you can go for this singular shot. Just keep in mind that if you pinch it up into the air or something crazy like this, you need to have a back man. In that case, you're going for a goal shot. So your back man is going to want to chill a little bit farther up. Please, ball. Just... there you go. Stay right there. Both of them are going for top corner. The worst thing that's going to happen is the ball is going to go up into the air and bounce back down, or it's going to shoot over to the side. Either way, it's going to be encapsulated in this general area. You're going to at least get one more bounce here. You see the play they're going for is back man. You come up and ghost it. If it bounces back out to mid, you can go ahead and head back if there's somebody faster than you. Or if it's going to land like right in front of you, you can try and go for a shot or a stall, or even go in and then fake it to try to lure a goalie out on a false touch. If you're over here and it goes up wall, if it's a slow wall, you can go up there, touch it back in towards your teammates, grab the boost and then leave, or follow up your shot if somebody's going back. There's a lot of other things you can do in this particular situation. As the back man, what you shouldn't do is, as they're committing to the side, jumping for that, do some shit like this and then fucking miss the ball. Because both of them missed and it bounced over and you went for a shot. If both of them fully commit like that, and they're committing here, they both miss and the ball somehow comes like right there, you should not be jumping for that as third man. Especially if you're in no man's land. If you jump for this, and you miss, and both of your teammates just double committed, somebody's gonna probably be waiting over here. As the ball comes through towards them, they're gonna go, bang, oh, it's open. And then they're gonna shoot that shit. Bang. Notice how I didn't shoot left corner, I shot right corner. Because most people don't go towards goal, they go towards ball. So even if one of them did elect to come back and try to intercept me here, if I said, oh, goal's open, and I tried to dribble this, I'm slow. Or if I shot this in that corner, I'm slow. Because what's going to happen is, this guy's going to try to go for a shot, he's going to fail, he's going to panic, you go back in and like this. And he's going to see you coming down the field with the ball. And the first thing most people do, instead of going in, zoning and seeing what you're doing, and then coming in and defending, because you're faster than they are because they have the ball, they're going to do this shit. Let's just say the ball's rolling down over there before you shoot it. They're going to do this shit. Alright, I'm far enough that I can get this, and they're going to jump for it. Or if you've already shot it, they're going to jump like this and try to intercept it. If you're aiming crosswise, and they cut that particular angle, that corner right there in front of me off, and the ball is coming across the goal, they don't have a lot of an angle to save it. They would have to somehow, with speed, imagine I'm not moving slow here, I'm supersonic, coming back. You would have to somehow get around that and knock that out of the way. As he's speeding past you, trying to knock this out of the way, you're obviously going to be following the ball as well, and you're just going to get on the opposite side and knock that shit in. Now, if you think you're speedy and you can make that other left side corner, feel free to, but keep in mind that if you're aiming for this corner off the back of the wall, the only thing this person needs to do as they come in is just drive in like that. And that's a save. They don't even actually have to come in that far. Because if they come in, let's say, directly at that shit, doing something like that saves it. Very small touch, very quick touch, allows them to get back to it. They can get back control. Your team's scrambling, you probably pull a double commit because somebody else is probably up there. And you're causing issues. So you need to just keep in mind, like, there are a lot of things you can do in any given situation. One I see a lot is ball gets 50 to the wall, but it's not a clean 50. People go up for boost, turn around, and then try to make some sort of play real quick. The thing about it is, if you have boost left in your particular car, as you're cutting across field going for this ball, your teammate's probably going across field to go for that ball. What you want to do is, I can just reset it. As there's a quick clear like this, you want to pick up boost pads, ignore the boost, let your teammate get it. Go forward for a fake if you can't get control of that ball. And what's going to happen is, your teammate's going to grab boost, your opponents are going to stay backwards. At this situation, you are in the position to either get a pass onto their goal. If your teammate's trying to control it, you can just go by, swoop the goalie, demo them, head back, maybe stay in the area. If a shot's going to be followed up, you try to pick it up, or anything like that. You don't necessarily need to go for that ball if your teammate's already on it. You just need to cover the ball, as I said, as it's going up the wall. You want to cover the ball, maybe zoop around it, and then attack. Boom, you get that 50. Even turn around here is good, because if your teammate passes the ball across to you after you get that demo, because they're double goaling, you can still pick that up on the other end. What you shouldn't do is, this is kind of what pisses me off, is I'm going up to support this teammate, Just do it from the middle, dude. It's going like this. I'm supporting them. They go up. They make some sort of weird ass touch like so. They go for a bump or some shit here. They miss it. And at that time, the person who is sitting in their goal, because you just gave them an easy shot off wall, just goes, bing! Right over everybody. Because you know your teammate was already heading to this wall to either back you up or to get boost. Because they figure you're going to get the ball and try something for a pass. Or you're going to go past the ball. Don't you dare go in. You're gonna go past the ball and get up there for a pass that they can hit to you, and then you can score to get around their goalie, or pass it to your third teammate if they're paying attention to the play and they come up. This is a very safe play to do, because if your teammate who's in goal goes up and across for that and picks that up, say you go for a demo or something, this guy back here that initially has ball control, that can send that to you, that has full boost, and turn around and pick up if anything happens. However, if the first guy is an asshole, he comes in as the ball's going up, some shit like this, goes and hits it and passes it to them, and they get the save. I just scored that. And they get the save. Now your teammate that's way back there, the first one, is in like this. Your second teammate has to try and do something to pressure this. Fake back, you know, they have to do something to stall that for you to recover. And then your third teammate, you know, if he did come up any shape or form and that ball gets sniped, he's now out of position because he's pulled, because he felt the obligation to help you two out. Which is where you should have patience as the backman, patience as the backman, and not go for those. You gotta read what your teammates are doing. So essentially, if the second guy passes to the first guy, bam, it goes to the first guy. The backman has all rights to, you know, come up and all of that, because he's gonna be on his way up, intercept. Their back guy over here that passed it, he's going for a pass. He just grabbed, you know, he grabbed the boost, because the other guy fakes, so the ball's going to be over like that. He grabs boost, he passes, he turns. If it does get shot back, you know, he can pick that shit up, stall it, do whatever he needs to do, you know, to continue attacking. Put it down here for the guy that, you know, as your third man, will probably be about getting boost right now. Can turn back, make a play, try to shoot there, maybe fake it, pass it back to the guy that just shot again. He should be on his way back, you know, to be able to pick this up. Maybe he can't get a good challenge here. He moves the ball over to the first man. He should be covering somewhere in field. He then gets control of the ball. He sees their goalies, you know, which is that damn good. He passes it back over to another guy. And now we have a ball passing play of just shots or fakes to bounce it off wall, and we're keeping them guessing. And this is something that a lot of teams don't practice, is moving the ball around the field without necessarily scoring. Putting ball, dropping it to another teammate that's here. You know your teammates to the left. Fake this, maybe bump somebody, or pop it back to this guy that's back here, you know, rotating to get boost. Putting him in the play, he passes it back across to a guy that's waiting over here, that's pressuring this side. He pops it up, you know, maybe even pops it back out to the first guy who should be, you know, still back rotating. He gets control of it, he has full boost. He sends it over. From here, you have your second guy that's going to be waiting to see what happens, that can come in and continuously pressure until the goalie is fucking wore the fuck out or doesn't know what's happening, and he finally scores the shot, because the goalie that was a god goalie got baited into going for something, or their team got impatient. He's out of position, and then the ball just goes in. Corner. You ain't gotta shoot every ball that you get, and you don't have to touch every time you go around the ball. You got somebody directly opposite of you. You can give it a small touch, can give it a medium touch. Or you can just, I don't think so. If you fake well enough, you'll have people doing this shit because they're expecting you to 50 there. And you're not touching the ball. So they end up faking past it. Your teammate that's behind you then gets full ball control. There's a guy in goal. We say fuck that, hit it to the side. Let the other guy that's going up that way, you know, go in and score. When you are overwhelmed by teams and they feel like they're just taking non-stop shots on you, that's what they're doing, by the way. That is 110% what they are doing. When you are in goal, your team is running around like chickens with their head cut off, and they take 5 or 6 shots till they wear your ass down, and then they score on you. That's the type of ball controlling situations that they're using at that moment. Some people do it, well, thinking about it. Some people are just ball chasers and they know they need to just take that shot there or stay in the area, and they kind of predict what's going to happen next. So they go up, they miss their shot, but they touch it awkwardly. So their guy that they know is still up here, you know, can, as the shot gets touched awkwardly, can just, you know, send it in. But like I said, that's 3 mana. That's why it's better to play as a team. You have comms. Hey, I'm middle. Okay. Bump it up. Get an air dribble bump or something. Let your teammates score. There are text chats, but nobody used to text chats and, you know, team playing things like that. Or you'll get a in position. What the fuck does in position mean? I'm taking the ball up the wall and I'm planning on air dribbling it. What the fuck does in position mean? Because for you to be in a correct position as I'm heading to the wall like this, in position means you are over here and ready to pick up whatever's going to happen next. This is what in position means. If I'm going up the wall and you say in position, you had better be over here awaiting my next touch or my next pass. If you are under me or sitting in no man's land and you're like, in position. No, you're not. You're not in position. You're not. You're not in position at all. It's not gonna happen. Again, I took that shot, it bounced off top. If this guy's over here, as it bounces off top, he can score it. He has the angle of that. You see how it bounces off. Now, if I have a fast break, that's not even a fast break, but more power, I can pass it to him and he can take the shot there. Keep in mind, you need to be paying attention what your teammate's doing. If I'm over here like this and you say in position and you're across, I'm not going to be able to get that to you unless I consciously make the decision for goal, scoring that goal, and sending it. So you got to keep in mind, or if I'm just one of them speedy motherfuckers that don't have any type of ball control, we'll go opposite. And I'm up here like this and you say in position, and I'm over here doing this crazy shit. I'm already super speedy. I already decided what I wanted to do. You can see that I took the ball and I'm heading this particular direction because I'm trying to be speedy, make a double touch or send it off that side wall. If you're in position and that guy starts turning that way towards the edge of that wall, you're going to need to adjust. Well, I guess we'll do it opposite. He starts heading towards that wall instead of, you know, going for a straight cross a pass. A straight pass across. You know, you need to either come in and get ready for a shot that's going to go across, or you need to come in a little bit and get ready for a shot that's going to hit off, you know, top crossbar or something like that. Or you need to get ready and see what he's doing to see if you need to come back and assist him this way and try to get this off of that wall to score it in. His car, his mannerisms, and all of that will tell you. See if you can predict where I'm gonna pass this ball. I'm gonna go super fast. And then we go back. We can challenge it again if you want. See if you can predict what I'm gonna do based off, you know, what my car looks like in that particular situation. All of those. As I went from the other side, you should be opposite to cover me. As it landed, and I'm still over in that area. Because at no point in time, when you're covering, should you do this shit. Oh, he's bouncing it off. Oh, it's in that corner. I'm going to drive over to this corner and I'm going to intercept it and try to send it back. If you're in a position here, and the ball is over there in that opposite corner coming to you, and you mistouch, miss whatever, your first thought should not be to turn back in and try to encapsulate that ball. Should not be to go for a senseless demo here. Your first thought should be, I missed the ball. I need to cover what's going next. If the person, like I landed, back on this other side, got control of the ball and sent it again, which you will see a lot in the higher levels, or your third man will be chilling over there to grab that, those two are going to make a play from that side. You need to just chill and turn around. If it's the two of you and you got a guy that's more passive back there, then you need to make that decision once it goes across to your side and change sides and get ready to support his next pass. If he sends it again and, you know, you miss it or something and he goes into the corner and goes for the ball again, you then come back over to this side and you wait for another pass. And you keep assisting him for as long as it takes you to score a goal or for him to score a goal. Now, if you're on the opposite side, let's say the ball's going to me, and I whiff the ball, and I check to see where it's at. In this case, the ball will be going across that way. And I whiff, and I'm checking to see, and I see my teammate going backwards. I then need to first check in front of me, because I'm heading back. You notice what I did there. I seen that my teammate's going back. I check in front of me to see if our back man can get to this. Then I turn my ball cam back on and react accordingly. If there's somebody there, I don't need to turn for this. If there isn't anybody there, you bet your sweet bippy I need to make something happen here. Get some sort of play going. Do something to pressure the other team. After that, I'm not going to jump for that. I'm going to get boost, because you probably don't have boost because you use some of it, trying to cover everything. And let your team continue an aggressive rotation. Now, all of this is perfect case scenario and things like that. You have to have recovery skills. If you go up the wall and you miss the fucking ball, you have to have the recovery skills, you know, to pick it up, take it across, and, you know, make a play or pass it to your teammate. Teammates, if you're sitting here in the corner and your other teammate is taking the ball across field, you need to take off your ball cam, look in front of you. If the ball is coming across you and you see that your teammate's coming across you and somebody's already up on that wall waiting to intercept him, and your teammate's angle's fucked up, like obviously if he's going straight and that guy's over in their corner, no need to fuck with his shit, you know? If he's going like this, somewhat semi-straight, and he can get a play off or something and continue pressure, support him. If he doesn't have ball control, and he's doing like one of these shits where it's going across you, but he's pushing it towards one of their people, and it's going across you, he needs help. He don't have full control. He's looking for help. If not, he's going to try to take it to the wall and pinch it, or try to do some sort of crazy shit and try to stall it any way possible. If it's coming across you, and he has full control, and there ain't somebody, you know, that's literally waiting at the wall where the ball's going to go up to just pinch it off of him, let him do what he wants to do. Trust his play. If there's a guy waiting right there that he don't see, you take your ball cam off, there's a guy waiting there, and the ball's coming your direction, it might be best to just pinch it off of him for that shot. Or, if you don't want to be an intrusive person and piss off your teammate if you miss, as it's coming through, just give it a little boot forward. Now what this is going to do to your teammate as he's coming across and all of that, he's going to boop it, grab boost, the ball's going to land a little bit farther up, he's going to grab boost, he's going to be able to get right back in front of it, and he's going to continue to be able to go. If you've noticed, when I'm playing with my particular teammates and all of that, and they're coming in corner and I take the ball from them, I give them ball right back. And they continue their play. They have full boost, they continue their play. You're just there as support for a teammate sometimes. You don't need to take control of the ball, try to counter it and do anything crazy. You'll see oftentimes where the ball is, I'll be sitting in goal, and I'll see my teammates coming up behind me, or I'll hear they're behind me. I'll hit the ball into the corner, they'll follow me, so I will flip past the ball on the other side, and then I will immediately post up for a pass. Generally, when this works out well and the teammate's smart enough to see what I'm doing, they will then give me my change back in the pass, and then I'll redirect it over into their goal. That's the whole purpose of me whiffing the ball. Sometimes it's accidental, sometimes it's on purpose. It happens. The ball goes way too high and comes off wall, and I go for it and I go around it. I immediately post up and wait for a pass. Because if not, the ball is actively rolling away from that wall, and the person that picks this up, the only thing they can do is try and shoot it, or try and get a dribble, or do whatever. It's a lot better for them to just pass it back to me, because the other team ain't expecting that miss, and then to try and make a shot play, or even better, as the ball gets passed to you, good pass. Give me just, can I get just a regular rolling pass, Rocket League? As the ball gets past me, let it fake through, and then encapsulate it for a pass there. Or let's say they give me just the greatest pass, but as I'm, coming in, looking at the ball, checking in front of me, looking back for the pass comes in, and I know I can't get past that defender because he's in a god position. I bank it off this wall. First defender that initially passed the ball to you can be here to pick this up and take a shot around him. So you're going to put it out of that goalie's reach and try to make him jump for it. And as you do whatever you're doing, whatever, your other teammate that initially passed for you can also become the scorer there instead of you. But you need to be aware of the situation you're in before you go for something crazy like that. But I mean, I can go over tactics and shit all night. Again, a lot of this is easier to ascertain if you have a team that you play with daily. You can build up team plays, you'll learn how each other work. You can tell when somebody needs help, things like that. You can tell when they have control of the ball. You can tell all kinds of other things when you play with somebody for a long time. As long as you have active communications. Like if you know you got this and you can air dribble it and you see an opening in their corner. All it takes is right there, I got it, while you're in the interim catch-up period. Thing, you go for it, you go for it, you go for it, you put it in the corner. You called your shot. They know that you said you got it. So they should know that, some dumbasses are still going to jump and try to cut it off, but they should know that, hey, you're going to go for an individual play, and that, hey, I need to just cover this to make sure, just in case you miss, I need to cover this. And text communications really are key when you have good teams. Because you've noticed sometimes the ball will be heading back towards the defender, like so, and they'll stop and get boost and all of that. Try and go, flip under the ball, and the other team's just like, bang. And I'm just like, you made that conscious decision. You're aware the ball's going there, because they're staying speedy. Speedy here, they turn, they fuck up, they flip under the ball, they get dunked on. There's no need to say incoming or anything like that to somebody like that. But if the other team gets a spectacular clear and your other teammate's doing shit like this and like this, notice I say incoming, because by that time, the ball, you know, is damn near in the goal, and I'm like, bro, you gotta cut now. So I say incoming, they turn their camera on and they're like, oh shit, I need to go. I need to do something, you know, it's going in my net. So don't over communicate, but don't under communicate if you want to, you know, get a solid team. But I mean, enough of tactics. I spent like what? I wanted to spend like half an hour going over it. I'm at 45 minutes right between. Oh. We'll hop into some threes. And then we, you know, one's tactics. I mean, you just can't play reckless. Don't go over here and do some crazy shit like that and bounce it off their wall if they're in net, because they're just gonna pick that shit up and score on you. You can't go for those passes and dumb things that you do in threes. Twos is basically ones with a teammate, to be honest with you. That is kind of the meta for playing twos, because people who go for excessive pass plays get easily countered after a while. Now some teams you can get away with something like that, just going for excessive passes and ball control in twos, but in other cases you can't. Both of them went for that. The goal is open right now. One of them had to touch that, and I just encapsulated that. There was no point in time that my goal was in danger. Worst case scenario, he'd have rolled it up his wall, and I would have just GTFO'd. Faith challenges. Wish my teammate stayed up there. I would have loved to pass that to him, but sometimes it's not how it happens. He's smart putting that in his corner. He's getting out of there, which means I can move up and try to support whatever the fuck that is. Jesus Christ. They're up. This is a position where I don't want to go anywhere. My teammate will do something if it comes down to it. I don't need to worry about it. He popped it to me. We're clean to go. He even tried to support me because he thought I was going to get jammed on. Again, it comes back. I'm already back. He's going to get boost, so I'm up for this clear. That's fine. It's up and over. He should pass it to me. Beautiful. Teammate will cut that because it's a slow pass. See how we were both in different positions to take that pass? I was long pass position coverage. He was short pass position coverage. Either way, if he would have gotten dunked or some other shit, it would have still went in that general direction. The short pass guy would have went back to goal for the save, and I would have then proceeded to get closer to the actual play. Here, I can turn here because you ain't got control. Teammate should have trusted me there, but that's aight. He didn't have control. I understand. He sees that, you know, that's an opportunity. But coming across map from our goal, instead of letting the person that's literally 2 feet from him challenge him, instigate him, be a nuisance to him, it's better to let the closer person know. There's no way in hell I was going to get back to try and save any of the things that were going to happen there. He missed, that's fine. Teammates cutting rotation, that's fine too. We'll just stall this out. Never mind, he decided he wanted to own goal that. Teammate cut rotation here, heavily. I popped it to the side, other teammate committed. It's not that big of an idea. I still have control here. I could have easily carried that back to the teammate that was already out in field. He did not have to own goal that. And that's what I would have done, is just passed it upfield to my other teammate. He would have gotten an easy shot on goal because he's already in field, and I have full ball control there. Instead, he's throwing. He's butthurt. I don't know why he's butthurt, but he's butthurt. Is what it is. Yup, he's faking kickoffs and all of that. That's fine, bro. You know what? First, I'm gonna get these reports in. Don't know why I clicked those. And then we're just gonna give them out. They don't want to play, here's your out. Forfeit. You don't want to play, forfeit. Nice shot. I had to dodge teammate on that boost. No problem. Match is over. They don't want to play, that's fine, but forfeit. If you want to throw, throw. I don't care, but forfeit. When the time comes, forfeit. That's all I ask. I'm not mad that you got mad at that shit. I could care less. This ain't a ranked match. You guys have probably been yelling at teammates all day, and they're probably sick of it. It is what it is. The thing about it is, they're just going to keep running into more problems. They're at the point to where they need to stop playing Rocket League for the day. I had control of that ball, and I was going to send it back to the teammate that committed out, because, well, we needed a breakaway play there. Did I make a mistake going for that? Yeah, I didn't check if anybody was in goal, but I was going to fix it using my recovery skills to get things, you know, moving. Pop that over him and see if we can do. They double committed that, which is fine. I'm going to take a little bit extra time to get that angle. He could have shot that, but he panic hit it. Push this forward. It might get sent back, it might not. Who cares? Okay, he doesn't have ball control. Teammates closer, he should be pushing that. I can't save that. Oh, he saved it for me. Fake this. Teammate's already there. Pass it to well, he flipped forward. Okay. I was going to try to get it around their last defender, but teammate flipped. You should not be flipping when you're in front of any goal, unless you're getting shot on ball, or power on ball. He got 50'd. I'm going to go in the goal, I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to let them do whatever they need to do. This gets pushed back. He hits off wall. I pick this up. We score this. Bang. Very basic kickoff. I don't know why teammate went flipping over me though. It's very weird. He saves that. I'm gonna go in, turn around. I had time to power slide. I know I say don't do it, but hell, I'm bored sitting here in goal. A little flare sometimes gets rid of the boredom. Bump him out of the way so he can't dribble that in. He's mad at me because I ruined his shot. That's fine. Go hit it right. Good to his teammate. That's actually very smart because I was hoping it was going to go past him. I'm going to get GTFO here and let my other teammate who has the better angle forward pick that up. Never mind, I guess he committed. I was wondering where the hell he went. Ah, I didn't know that he committed there. Show enough. Show enough. Bink, right off back wall. Put this down, go for a set. Oh, he bounced it off middle. This is our goal. Damn. That's our goal. Thanks for the freaking Ponzi, dude. Decent kickoff. Nobody's pressuring right now. I'm gonna fake this and give my teammate touch. We shoot this. All of us are up. Easy. They're out of position. I see they're out of position, so I take advantage of them being out of position. I make it awkward as hell for him to clear, and then I score it. I go in, fakes. I can get back to this. I'll hit it high because they both went back to goal, which is dumb. Somebody should be pressuring that. You're gonna hit that off wall, ain't he? Nope. I'll be a nuisance here. I'll give my teammate a free touch that he did not take. It's fine. Let him go for that. There's no danger. Pass this to team. Never mind. He went to the other side for a demo instead of taking my pass. Don't know why you're going for an unnecessary demo there. You're not giving us any type of pressure. They had a guy back. Take that down. He touches it again. Be a nuisance if he tries to go for that again. He has no boost. Then he went to our corner to still boost. Now he went mid. Thought he went to our corner. Pop that to the side back to him because he has no momentum. It's going to be a slow play. They're just pinching the hell out of the ball now. I don't have to go for this. Wait. I'm going to get behind teammate that's behind me. Let him 50 it. I'm going to go deep goal. Corner. Wait for this next touch. Good touch, teammate. They're in a play right now. He should not be going for demos there. They got two defenders, brother. You're not going to get that. You could have easily just shot that and got that goal. You put it towards you for a reason. Weird save. He gets it. I'm just going to cut it here. Best I can. Teammate should pick this up. We would have liked it to be a little bit better, but that's fine. It's corrected. I'm faking that. I'm getting beat. No point in committing for something fully that you're beat on. Bump him. Make it hard for him. Take the boost. If he demos me, it is what it is. It's going to remain fast there because I know he's behind me. We get back. He goes for a missed dribble play. But they do get that because teammate committed with it. Teammate in goal should have seen that that was either going to miss going across or miss going off of that wall. I don't know why he challenged there. He could have just waited and then sent ball on its way. In a ones match, you would definitely wait that through and then send it. Good cutoff. He should score that. He went for a flip reset. Another ruined fucking goal, by the way. Just touch that shit in. There's no need to do fucking fancy ass shit. We ain't up by 2 goals. They could easily counter that shit. Good corner shot. Yup. Again, he seen that he was out of position. And he just took advantage of it. Put it in that corner he couldn't do anything about. Terrible kickoff. Okay. Okay. I don't know why you're there. All you're doing is causing issues. Beautiful. I didn't think that was in. He threw it away from himself. I'm just going to pop it into the air and end it. That was... That's all I can say that. And like I said, these are higher MMRs, by the way. Same shit you see in low MMR happens at high MMR, trust me. This ain't like super GC laden MMRs, but it's higher than the, what, 1400, 1600, whatever the hell I was at. I think I'm 17 or 18 or some shit in this one. Well, there you go. There's a Season 4 GC3 tournament winner. There's that 2. I can't tell. My eyesight ain't that good. Shit's too small. Pop this over this guy's head because he came up too soon. He has to touch it to the side. I can put it around him. Teammate didn't read that I was putting it around him. That's fine. I didn't mean to bump him there. I was just trying to get speed. He ain't got that. Ain't no way. That's so slow. Good shot. Corner though. I heard I had a teammate near me and I didn't want to get into his way. But I didn't know he was going up for a squishy. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to tell on sounds that... Don't go for my boost, bitch. How are you supposed to tell based off sound where the fuck your teammate's going and if they're going for a squishy or not? He was smart going for ball over boost. He was not smart, however, passing it like that. But we do pick this up. Tried to make him hit it back into me. Fake this. It's up there now. Fake it again. Till I can get proper control. Get a 50 there. Again, we're not going for any type of erroneous touches or anything crazy. I just need to make sure that I don't get severely beat there. No point in touching it if I don't know where the outcome's going. Pop this backwards. Doesn't matter. That's fine. He knew I was there, so he lost that 50 intentionally towards me. Teammate got that. You shouldn't be double committing, dude. You just went for boost. Trust your teammate who's in goal. Fake this, he'll pop it out. Pick that up off him. Oh, you're gonna challenge me here, huh? Oh, he got that boost. I need to scoot by you, sir. They're gonna go for a team play. It's the only thing logical here. Nope, he went for a dribble. The fool. He would have used his teammate. They'd have got that. I guess that works too. Rule 1. If he hadn't ruled 1 me, I could have saved that, but we don't break rule 1s. So that's a cheeky way to keep a defender locked down. If he'd have bumped me, I would have just jumped over him and continued on. They're doing something stupid. I'm gonna fake that because they don't have any type of push that they can do. We speed here. Pick this by. He is very slow in getting there, but oh my. I'll pop this up. Teammate's in no man's land. He's slow and ain't got an angle because of it. This teammate's passing or stalling. One of the two. Cut that out if I can. He should pass back to me. Other teammate's in the way though. I guess we follow this. I would have liked for him to just move and let me get that initial touch in. It would have been faster. I'll let this bounce. There was no close one. I knew it was off, buddy. I literally just said I'll let this bounce. I'm slow. We'll just pop this up. Here. Oh, well. I thought we were pinching that, but he had other plans. That's fine. We're not in any danger. I'll let teammate grab that. Still no danger. We control this. Switch this to the side. Hopefully clean it up. Teammate did not help there. He trusted me. I don't have boost for that though. I'll let him grab that. Like I said, only thing I can do there is trust him for that clear. If he misses it, that's going to be a given up goal. It's just that simple. When you get to the high levels, if your teammate makes a mistake, you're probably giving up that goal because you're going to be pushing up and trying to support the next play. You just got to get used to it. Shit like that happens. Trust me, he feels bad that he missed that touch. He don't need what a save and told that he's shitting. Because I guarantee you've done that shit too. Hit that over him. I can come to the side, give it another touch to middle. If he would have challenged that early, he could have put it in that top left corner, but or I guess there from us it's top right corner, but it's their top left corner. Nobody does that anymore till they get to GC, end of GC1/GC2. And we're on goalie. Cool. Why did he touch that? Again, another person who is tilted. I put it down in front of my teammate for a reason, and then he just own goals for shit. Why are people fucking throwing today? Just forfeit. You ain't gotta throw. You ain't gotta be this type of guy. Just let the forfeit. We can get out of here. I'll let it go. I ain't gonna jump for that. He can grab that again too. That guy did not like that I kept him in my goal. Oh, and I got a demo, but they're slow because they stay back too far. Yo guys, y'all need to split up, dude. I guess we go for this. Tried to pop it up, which was a flip reset, so I could flip back to it. He clicked it, barely. If you're looking at the scoreboard, by the way, that's scoreboard layout. I was gonna own goal that. Oh well. And it's gone. Alright, we go to the next game. Those guys that are own goaling, by the way, are probably the ones that also get aggravated when people like me are higher ranks and shit, and they aren't. And they say, well, you play like shit. There's no way you're a higher rank. I'm like, I am. You want to know why? Because I'm not a giving up beta-looking bitch like you. I look for the ins and outs and ways to get past situations like that. You shut down and give the other team what they want. Damn, he pissed his teammate off because his teammate fucking left him. You made your buddy get off for the day. That's down on me. Just send it. I know he's there. Fake that. Get in line. I would have liked to have sent that just straight back to their goal. He's fast, so he's challenging. Obviously, I heard him boost from behind me. Well, I don't go for that. If I do, I'm just asking to be demoed. Fake that. Jump early. Fake it. Do something. Just make it to where they're not going to pressure it. You ain't got to be accurate on them. You just got to know. Pop this up and move. Teammate can grab that so I don't get demoed trying to push. That's... yeah, I can put that up. He had full ball control for an entire field there, by the way, and that's what he got out of that. Nice double touch. Not in the traditional sense, but he did touch that. That was a good pass. Again, his teammate was opposite of goal to help or pick up what's going on. Remember what I said, if the ball goes in front of goal, go for those. Even if the other guy has it, still go for it. If he hadn't touched that in, the other guy would have scored. It's fine to do that. It's going in, it's past that, you know, rim. No longer his individual play. He just blew my fucking mind with that one. What happened? He like ghosted it. He tried to flick it and he fucking missed his flick. Oh my god, that is not a good pass. That's a fuck up that worked for him. Oh my. He's taking his time. Bump him off the wall and give your teammate a free shot. Fuck passing it out. It's already on its way. When that went up right there, if he'd have just bumped his ass off the wall, it would have went right back in front of goal and it gave his teammate an easier shot. Okay, I guess they're leaving. Whatever. Pop this across. Nobody else is over there, so we get back ball control. If this guy don't cut rotation and then slow the fuck down, of course. Could have just moved out of the way. Could have been moved that ball 2 or 3 times in that time. Jesus Christ. Pop this off wall, make it hard for them. He took his time trying to freestyle up to that. If he could just boost jump, it would have been fun. Fake this, he's gonna come back. Exactly, this gives me time to challenge again and forces him to make a move. Easy. Small things you can do in situations. If I would have just full flipped there, he'd have faked me and got a free goal. I'm one of the back men. I can't wholeheartedly challenge that. As a back man, I need to be careful. You'll learn that in ones. Be very careful about when you challenge when you're the back man. You'll go up. I wish he would have thrown that back to me. That would have been free, full field of fucking ball control, baby. Something I don't get too terribly often. Oh, I can't turn to support that either. He's wave dashing. He's getting ready to prepare. Let him hit it. Doesn't matter. He may hit it back to him. Alright, what we do here is this. Never mind, he's too busy bumping their other fucking team as they're getting back and not even doing anything to them instead of picking up my fucking pass. God damn. The lack of skill. Damn. If I'd have got that pinch, that would have been good. I figured I'd go for it because, well, everybody else was in the area. Didn't think me going for that would fuck everybody else up. But apparently I gotta act like the back man if all of us are there. And wait. He was smart to hold that. Or he's just slow at what he does and it worked out for him. Cool. We push again. One more. You should have hit that one more time, buddy. You were there. Grabbing pads instead of going for that boost pod back there. Leave that to somebody who needs it. He can't clear it very well from there. Exactly. That's free shot. He fucking sucks. I even faked to give him that free shot because I knew I couldn't score it. We turn here and try something. I'm not going to score that. We'll just pop it over, hoping that teammate would go for that, but maybe he wouldn't lined up correctly or something. Pop this off wall, demo him. Finally, teammate decides to go for it. Now, instead of instantly recovering off of that demo, which I could have, I knew I was in the way of the next shot. And there's a smoke screen, because I did it right in front of their goal. Take that. I decided to go inside of goal and hope for the best. If not, I would have had to make up that recovery time. That's fine. I don't know why they always bounce it off that wall. They limit so many options when they do that shit. That's a good pass. That's a good bump, too. He didn't kill it. Damn. I thought he was going to turn around for a pinch. We could have possibly got that there. Again, I'm not planning on carrying my teams. They should have enough MMR and experience under their belt at this point where they should be able to make their own decisions and take responsibility for them. I'll play one more on this account, and then I'll go back to the other account so you can see the difference in the two divisions. Fast kickoff. All I had to do was counter it with a slower kickoff. Good block. He immediately jumped when he seen that I was going to just score it on my own. Smart on him. We cut this down. It'll go to his other teammate awkwardly. He needs to hit this straight instead of trying to score that. I tapped this gently. Make him hit redirected. Teammate went for a boost. What the fuck? Why are you going for a boost? What did you think I was going to be able to do? If I hit it hard, he's right there. You just flipped past him. You knew he was there. Then you passed another one on your way to get boost. What did you think I was going to be able to do in that situation, crazy? Hit it to him or try and encapsulate it and do what I did? That worked. That guy who was sitting in their goal completely wasn't paying attention to what's going on. He was just doing donuts. Once you lose it, go back, make sure your goal's secure before you decide to go out and do something else again, or that's going to happen to you. This shit don't necessarily matter in casual, because, I mean, some people take casual MMR to heart. That is their MMR. Keep that in mind before you throw out the words. It's just casual to them. If somebody gets mad at you about your casual play, that might be the only thing that they play. And you're ruining their fucking actual MMR that they care about. You might not care about it, but it might matter to somebody else. But just keep in mind, if you're at a high MMR, generally, Most people that play high in these MMRs like that play more casual than ranked. It just is what it is. They're not playing a couple of games to warm up and go to rank. This is their blood, their life source. But when you act like you don't fucking care, and you're doing dumb shit and they get pissed off, it's like somebody in rank fucking intentionally lowering your goddamn rank. Why I don't think there should be an MMR per se for casual. You can't use the same thing as a thing you're using in rank as you're using, you know, in a casual environment. Instead, they should just go off like your base stats or some shit. Or some other type of different weighted system. And don't call it MMR. Call it like CMM or something. Make a completely different situation. You tried to demo me. This goal was open now. I wish you would have gotten a better touch. But we can do that. If you'd have gave me a better touch though, I wouldn't have had to do all that. Again, when I talked about earlier, from hitting it from the side or corner, that time I should have dribbled at corner, but I was faster putting it in opposite corner, and I made it more awkward for them putting it in opposite corner. Yes, he was there, but unless he knew how to handle those particular situations, ooh, speedy boy, he ain't gonna get that. The only thing he'd have really done there is own goal, but yep. That's fine. We faked that. He hit it high, which is dumb. Should have just took the shot. Teammate sitting mid-goal. They still got it, though. There's no need for that extra. If he would have just sent it top left or top right corner with teammates sitting in the middle right there, he couldn't have gotten that. Shoot it. Think faster. Think harder. Think better. Start passing it off the top wall and giving him a chance to fix his mistakes. Send it to him. Thanks for pushing me forward, teammate. I had a full block that turned into a partial block. Now we're all scrambling for boost. We cut this to the right. He's gonna hit it that way. That's fun. He's going for a pinch pass. Interesting. I guess he knows I don't have boost and he needs to be fast there. I'm gonna be a nuisance here because I can't let that guy get back up. Exactly. I didn't think they had any type of shooting power because most of their plays have been passing plays. It's there. Go, go, go. Third man, go. Their second man's already heading back. Go. Even if you missed, it would just go around the rim. That's one of those you were pretty safe to go for. Pop that over him. Make him panic. Fine. Teammate jumped early instead of waiting for that touch there. So I gotta get back. Try and cover this. Not very well covered, but fuck it. He grabbed it. I was trying to keep it to the left, but I wasn't trying to get that flip reset that way. Keep that. Or not. Pop this up. Fake. Got a 50 to cross. He didn't even go for it. Smart, because my teammate went for a demo and went back. He should have again turned like I mentioned earlier to keep pressure. Teammate's going for something. I just need to be there. Oh, I was so close. Shoot it. Top left. That's not top left. That's into his pocket. I need to get in front of teammate here just in case. That's fine. It's over. Oh my lord. That's what happens when you speed. Oh, he fucked up my pass. Oh, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it either, Chief. You were just on the other side. Why did you speed all the way across field? Now we have that left field we can't use. Like here. I'd love to put that left field for him to shoot, but I no longer have it. That should have been a goal. That's fine. We're one up. Just keep it kind of hot and heavy on him. He'll flick it or not. He'll just let me take it from him, and that's end of game. Fake it and let it go down. Instead, I'm going to fake it and let it go down. He's trying to push for a demo, so fuck it. I'll interrupt. Fake this, let it go down. They had a good play too. If that guy would have gotten control of the ball on his hood and air dribbled that, there would have been shit else I could do. But he took his time letting it bounce off his hood. Tapping his brake, by the way, as it landed on his car, it would have sat flush. He didn't have dribble control skills though, as I showed you the other day. All he was doing was like this and letting it bump off of his car and all of that. If he would have just tapped his brake any during that and caught it, he could have easily just taken it and it'd have been smooth. Touch, even if it's bumping crazy, tap brake, and then you can immediately air dribble it after tapping your brake. You ain't gotta do much. Brake, and even recatch it if you're good at that. You can actually jump it up and flip reset it and hit it off of that too if you tap your brake a little bit early to get it to pop harder. Jump up, air dribble it, flip reset it, send it on its way. There's a lot of things he could have done there. But holding it on top of his head and driving slow, not it. When you're catching the ball, you want to catch it moving at a forward speed. Hopefully this guy just don't show up so I can leave. Sweet. Actually, I'm on this account, so why don't I just show it in an actual dribbling map? This still lets you go forward and backwards, yes? Alright. So this is the shit he was, well, this is the shit he was doing, letting it pop off, trying to get control like that. When, if he would have just touched his brake, you now have better control, and you can bend it, do whatever you need. When you're catching the ball, you don't want to catch the ball like this, in front of it. Look where my car is relative to the circle. I'm in front of the particular ball. You don't want to catch it like that. When you drive, you want to catch it driving through it from the back. Like where I'm at right now. When it's up in the air, catch it from like there, but you want to be driving forward. So you get this. Oops. So you get this effect. I'm at supersonic and I have ball control. Again, we boost as we're going through. You can tap, boost, do whatever, but you're going to be slower. This map, I actually kind of hate that start. There's a bump right here. You see my camera going over it? See that? There's a bump right there that I'm hitting when I'm trying to catch up to, and it's fucking up my dribble. As you're behind it, you push into it. You don't want to... How can I show you from the front? So, let's say, here's the circle. The Octane can actually go a little bit farther into the circle. I can't show you with this controller because, well, it doesn't have a small creep speed. We'll do it like this. See, the front of the Octane can actually go in that circle quite a ways. There you go. You can actually go inside the circle before you make any contact with the ball. So what you want to do is, as the ball... Can I lift this? I'm not in Baki's mod. As the ball is landing on you, you want to land it towards the front of your hitbox so you're still pushing the ball forwards like you're air dribbling essentially, but with speed. So as you're landing, you want to full boost into it like that to get control. And as long as you're doing it like that, to where you can get full control, you'll have a faster dribble. You see that line coming out the back of the ball? That line when you do something like that? Right now, I'm just trying to speed it up. That means the ball is basically in a supersonic state. I hate that bump. It slows me down. Like that, in a supersonic state. So as you get to that state there where the ball's moving fast, if you catch it right, well, if you catch it wrong and you're slow at it, and you hit, you'll have this. Look how slow it's taking me to get there. I have absolute control, but I'm slow. If I ain't got time like that, and you know, enemies are on my ass, you want to hit that shit and then just hold boost as it's landing, and you'll pick it up. just like that. Obviously, you don't want to hold boost, but if you've done dribbling, you know when you're dribbling, you don't ever want to hold something down. You want to feather it. You want to feather it. You see the lights on my car? Anytime that I press gas or brake, this is brake, this is gas. Anytime I press an input on gas or brake, the lights on the back of my car light up. As I'm dribbling, you want to keep tapping, because if I hold, it's going to fall off the front or fall off the back depending on my position. You got to tap. When it comes to boost, you hold it and then you tap it and tap it and tap it. The faster you are, the better, and you can tap it and keep holding that. So when it comes down to it, you know, tap. Drive a little bit, tap. Sometimes you don't even gotta use your drive if you're just trying to get there quick. I ain't even gotta hold drive here. I can just boost. Do whatever I need to do. If I'm trying to flick it, or jump, or do something crazy afterwards, you know, it's all about how you approach it. The only thing I can really tell you is when you're catching it, you want to be going faster than the ball to push it up on top of your car like this. So as it lands, you want to be going faster than it so you can pick it up and do whatever you want to do. What that guy fucked up doing is, let me go back to one, is when he had it, he was too far forward like this, and he was just trying his best to carry it without dropping it. I mean, it's fine, because he was worried about dropping it. This is what he was doing. By that time, I was able to challenge like 2 or 3 times. If he would have just pushed it, it was like this, there's no way in hell I would have caught him and they would have gotten that. He was just pushing it. Faster dribbling versus like something like this is just a slow dribble. And you need that finesse. I didn't know that turned at a right angle. That's kind of terrifying. When you need more finesse, you slow down. When you need less finesse, you can speed up. And you can continue to take ball however it is you need to. I'm not going to do this entire map because, well, I've never completed this map. My dribbling skills are not that good. The farthest I've made it is... No. Which one is this? Hang on. Oh, that's just the turn. I've gone through that. I've done this one. This one took me longer than it should have, embarrassingly. This particular one, you have to stay behind the ball as you go up on the hill, but you also have to turn the ball. This one took me, the first time I did this map, like an hour. Then when you're going downhill, you have to stay ahead of it. Or you can cheat and push it in like that, apparently. This one looks like it's the one. If this leads to a pit at the other end, then this is the one that you have to jump over. No. I did the funny shape. I've done those. I don't remember this one. Maybe I left off at 25. Let me look at the next one. Yeah, I've never done 25 or 26. I know I ain't done this shit. Turning and hopping at the same time? Hell no. Okay. I skipped through. So I skipped 25, I skipped 26. I did 27 though. I've done 28, I've done 29, and I've never done 30. This is the one you go up. I just got fucked, and it's a short map, right? I didn't mean to touch the ball there. This is the short map, just up through the little pillars and down. No, this ain't the one I thought it was. So I'll probably skip that one too, because I was probably tilted. So I ain't done 30. Let's say no to 29. I have done 28 and 27. And I ain't done 26 or 25, so I skipped 4. And I have not yet ever attempted to do them, because I did these back when I was Diamond, I think is when I started trying to complete these. So, there's that. I know I didn't complete this shit. I have to have perfect jumps, land and turn, perfect jump, or hold this angle. Nah, bro, that ain't it. This is the remake, by the way. The old one would just had basic textures and basic shapes, things like that. So, there's a little bit of a difference. I didn't know I could bounce off that. There's also the map that I practice arrow rights on too. I would pick an object and then I would arrow right to it. Hold in. You can turn all the way around if you do it like this. And then push forward. You can go backwards. You can go back the way you're going. You can go under if you do the opposite. I don't ever recommend pressing right at all unless you're going for a flip reset. If you press right, your car immediately is going to turn down. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where you have fucked up an arrow and you're upside down and don't know what to do, you can press right to correct yourself. I mean, you can do something like this, just going back and forth. If you look at where your car is positioned, upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up, and you can turn and do anything that you need to do, going in any specific way. Let me fix myself. You want to go that way. Thank you. And we continue. Upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up, upside down, right side up. So there is something you can do when it comes down to doing something like that. And this is your regular air roll. This is what I commonly use because you can get almost the same angle by pulling down using regular air roll. It's just a lot easier. This is without air roll. Well, yeah. No. In this game, just Oh, speaking of this game, I don't know if I addressed this or not, but if I have, I'm gonna address it twice. I had a message in my comments box asking me why I'm so toxic in Rocket League. Why am I so toxic? I'm adding to the toxicity of the stream. I say that I don't like the community, yet I'm being toxic and not trying to improve it. The answer to your question is I don't give a shit about this community. This community used to be my livelihood at one point in time when it was started, and I was part of my little group, and the game was still, for the most part, new. I had my time during those. I had my good communities, good games, and all of that. But like everything else in the world, it must come to an end, and it must die. I could care less about Rocket League's community nowadays. Content creators are milking it for money, which is what they're supposed to do. And regular players are just getting on it and, expanding the Gen Z toxicity and all of that. Notice how if the person ain't being openly toxic or doing something just stupid. By the way, my teammate fucking from last game, or from the beginning, like the first game, was just there and he just left. Good demo. So when people are being chill and we're playing regular matches, notice how when they make mistakes, I'm a lot more lenient about what's happening next and things like that. Now, I don't really care. But when somebody's playing like a fucking Neanderthal and doing a whole bunch of other, you know, just dumbass shit, how I immediately am just like, hey dude, you wanna act like an idiot, you can act like a fucking idiot, we can all be stupid. Because at that time, they're involving me into their stupidity. Like a teammate that keeps wanting to hit the ball off the top of me. It's the same as that person in school that keeps punching you in the arm for no reason. There, you might be tough, you might not worry about it too much, but that shit still ends up hurting at the end of the fucking day. Every time they see you, punching you in the arm, non-stop, punching you in the arm. And they do it because they figure they can get away with it. Or any other friend that has an annoying habit that does something to you that you don't necessarily like. No problem, dude. The only difference is I'm not gonna sit there and let that dumb motherfucker keep punching me in the fucking arm. I'm just not gonna be friends with them. I'm not gonna be nice and cordial with them and all of that. I'm just gonna continue on my merry way because I don't know these people. Community builds the community because it's a bunch of people that don't know each other coming in together to play. If everybody decides they want to be toxic in that community, then that's the end of it. Community's toxic. If everybody tries to be friendly with each other, then everybody's going to be friendly, and it's going to be a friendly community. Rocket League don't have a friendly community. The first couple of years, it even won Family Friendly Award. It had an amazing community. Then they went free to play, and all of the dumbass fucking glass chewing, fucking rock swallowing, window licking, fucking sidearms. I fucking love you, dude. Community gets on, and they want to pull down their pants and whisper to me how bad they are. Sidearms for a reason, the channel I'm fixing, by the way. Check him out. It's pretty cool, dude. I watch his content, damn near everything that pops out. Very good. Very, very good. He streams on Twitch too for you Twitch people. He does stream that. He also has content on YouTube. Oh, he just abandoned all hope and sent it. I cannot pick up this boost. And it's good I'm down here because he can just hit it over to me. I can cut. Whoop, never mind. Teammate jumped for that. Even though he was back, man. Oh, I thought that was a bot. I was like, my life's over. Teammate jumping for that, it was weird. Teammate being under him from the start is weird. Teammate should have looked. Remember when I said check before that shit? Teammate should have either been or pre-jumped when he went up to pass that shit and caught it mid and continued its momentum. Or he should have just chilled and let it go wherever it had to go. That. Or, you know, 50 that in. I tried to use that big old badonkadonk dog Tan has, but I didn't get a good enough touch here. He just kind of went under me. Speaking of badonkadonks, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Makes me wonder. I like Borderlands games, but I'm also like, is it a for real like Tiny Tina game? Am I actually gonna get content, or is it gonna just be like, you know, some bullshit like Borderlands 3 where they're like, yeah, here's Tina. Okay, bye Tina. That, oh boy. That thing is I played Borderlands 2 from beginning to end probably about 50 times. I seen a bunch of different weapons, had a bunch of different fun to touch, and I got hit by something. Again, who had the better position here? He had the better position, but he was slow and never went for the ball, so I jumped. So at that point, he should have just kind of went away, tried to trust me, or if not trust me, at least position up to where you could cover if I miss. But jumping two is not the answer there. I've stopped paying attention to the game, by the way. Whoops. Oh well, we started off good, and then I stopped paying attention. Why would I forfeit? Nobody's being toxic, and it's a casual match. I guess one of our teammates is fucking toxic, but the rest of us are just chilling, brother. I ain't a tryhard like you. I ain't gonna try hard to try and catch up. I'm just gonna continue talking and playing the game, like I said. Feel wise. That's a nice shot. The hell? I got pulled into it! What kind of fucking shit is that? Alright, now teammate wants to give up. Nobody's keeping you here, brother. You can take that 5-minute ban if you've forfeited already or abandoned already, and you can go to the next match. I'm just here to play some matches today. I'm not here to try hard anything. But yeah, back to that comment. The reason I'm toxic towards the community is because the community is toxic towards me. You see, when I had my name as youtube.com/Nunya for None Your Business to have like kind of a gag thing going on, the first thing people would say is, "You're bad at Rocket League. I bet your channel has 0 views." And they would start harping about bullshit. And just straight up, toxicity, toxicity, toxicity. Like, I'm playing casual and chilling. I could care less what you have to think about a YouTube channel that don't exist. I had one guy apparently look me up and call me all kinds of shit, from filthy weed to a whole bunch of other shit. I'm like, if you ever check my profile picture, my profile picture is an anime chick getting fucking, that's dead, that has a tree branch to her fucking chest. And then I have a border line on it of another chick in a fucking gun saying, "Just accept it." It's a funny joke. It goes two ways. It says, "Just accept it, anime is dead," or "Just accept it, you know, anime will win." It's kind of an ongoing gag depending on what side of the anime thing you're on. It goes both ways. Or it depends on how you interpret it, I suppose. Yeah, I was expecting a better pass. Yeah, I'd have to get 2 touches there. Don't challenge that. Teammates doing donuts in goal. Okay. I seen that and I just stopped. And I just looked. I literally just watched it happen. My dude has ADHD. I don't know. This is a chill stream. I gave a little bit of analytics and things like that. I'm not gonna jump for that. We'll just go back towards our goal. He knows I'm behind him, so he just chilled out. Gave us a free pass. The other guy was out of position. We could have pushed that very hard there. Nothing he can do here. I'll just 50 it with him. Again, he's pushing way too hard in front of our goal. Oh, they bumped. Yup. Oh, I thought they bumped. Nope, they just jumped by each other. Actually, now that I think about it, why did he double jump in the goal there? That got me all fucked up. Oh, there's another one. We're gonna take his sweet ass time. That's what you should do. If nobody's gonna come to that wall and challenge you, take your sweet ass time and get whatever you want to try out of your mind, you know? You got the time. And ranked, of course, it's gonna be slightly different. If it ain't ranked, it's just casual. Don't worry about it. I was gonna breezy that dude. His teammate's rude. Ah, well, he ain't even playing. Wasted breezy. That's... Check this out. I did that because if I would have went back to goal, he would have just turned and demoed me, so I got him out of the way before he could. There's another pass. Doink! Right offside wall. I come up. Bang. I don't know. This will probably be the last game of Rocket League. But essentially, I'm toxic because the community's toxic. Like when we played Rainbow Six back in the day when it was heavily toxic. And people would kill their entire team so they could ace around. When those were the thing, the days before team killing, you know, really wasn't monitored that well. I did not mean to do that. I backflip. When team killing wasn't really punishable. It was just, you know, things to do. That was the meta. That was the community. I stopped that there in front of him for my teammate to come up with it, but teammate didn't trust me, even though he was up, to make that corner shot that I gave him, so it didn't go in. Oh, it sat there for a good, like, 3 seconds before it was bothered. Looked like a good double. I don't know. Fennec's good at doubles, though. Because the Fennec shows you the front of the hitbox pretty well. That's why I always say the Fennec's deadly in corners. You can hit those corners very easy with the Fennec. Ah, I got MVP. And I wasn't even paying attention to that match a lot. But yeah, when you got a community that started off good, you put your basic all into it. Like, I had such a good backing and such a positive experience from SARP to beginning Rocket League that I spent 8 hours a day in training in it, learning all of the moves and trying to get good at the game. Then, as I was coming up on, you know, GC, I got to, like, Champ 3 something. But as I was getting GC before the end of the season, they then opened it up to the new season and introduced SSL and reset me. Then, as I was building my way back up, they went free to play. And after that, an onslaught of new people started joining and playing the game because it's free. All of the old people that were at the top that had to, you know, pay for the fucking game and all of that. Nobody was really risking smurfing and shit like that. You didn't really have to worry about that shit. I mean, yeah, smurfing was a thing, but it wasn't like heavily common like it is now. You can't just get banned and make another account. The ban evade. So smurfing wasn't super hugely, you know, uncommon or anything like that. Some people did, but not a lot. So then, once it went free, with a huge influx of new people coming in, it made it hard to get back through, you know, diamond and platinum diamond and all that other shit from a hard reset. And then I stewed for a long time. I ended up taking like a 6-month break because that shit fucking tilted me. I've taken 2 6-month breaks from Rocket League thus far. Of just saying fuck it. I occasionally take 2-week breaks when I get Rocket League fatigued and all of that, and I just get tired of the fucking community. Because you don't understand. If you play too good in a match, people start talking shit to you. If you play medium tier, people will talk shit to you. If you play bad in a match, people will talk shit to you. If your name's not anything, people will talk shit to you. Some people are trying to pick fun and, trying to be funny and shit, but they come off in a bad way, which ends up causing arguments. Some people just are hateful. And I'm like, this community is nowhere near where it was a long time ago. So why should I put forth the time and effort and all of that to try and stay positive and all of that when the community's already fallen? There becomes a time in everybody's life when change happens and you gotta say, I can't keep doing the same shit that I've been doing in the past and continue along this road. It just doesn't work for where I'm at right now. Not to mention with the influx of guides and shit that are coming out and things like that. Well, I should say half-ass guides that are coming out that people are watching how to do things but not why you should do it or what its uses is or the things going around it or the recovery and all of that. Like ceiling shots. Anybody can hit the ball up, drive off the ceiling, get back to the ball, and then flip it. But do you know why you're doing it? Do you know the reasons, you're trying to get that angle? The reasons where you should put your shot at? The recovery for if you fuck that up? Whether it's wise to flip it immediately or to fake and go for a musty? The placement of the ceiling shot, because still to this day, I see loads of people not able to actually do a proper ceiling shot. They just hit the shit away from them off the wall, use all of their boost to get back to the fucking ball, and then hit that shit. You'd be surprised. I'm like, I know exactly when you're gonna hit the ball and where the ball's going because you're slow as shit and you hit the ball away from yourself. That shit's not fun to me. Oh, yeah, I'm good at the game. I can hit ceiling shots and flip resets. Yeah, you can hit the flip reset and then you immediately use the flip reset after you get it. There's no delay, there's no thinking, there's no fake downs if you have the room. There's none of that afterwards. Same with ceiling shots, same with air dribbles. People used arrow right or arrow left to just continuously air dribble from one spot to the other. Guess where they always go when they don't have control of their air dribbles? It looks fancy, but they don't have control. They push it from one side from where they are, and they end up in the opposite corner, the top corner on the other side. Why? Because they don't have control of that air dribble. They're just pushing the ball at that point. And the only thing they know what to aim for, because they're pushing it from the side of the ball over, is towards the opposite corner of that net. Or let's say opposite half of that net, just to make it easy. Most times it'll land opposite top half of the net. So if you cut it into quadrants, quadrant one being the top left, or cut it into fours, top one or top left being top quadrant, top right being the second quadrant, bottom left is third quadrant, bottom right is fourth quadrant. It's going to land in the second quadrant of the particular goal, or the top right corner, that little half, to that small quadrant, the right half of the goal, or the top corner of the goal. So even if you don't know how to defend those as they're coming in or anything like that, you can literally, from your goal, just jump up and hover in that corner and you'll save a majority of those because they don't know how to change their trajectory. And when people do all of these high flying air dribbles and all of that, it's not that it lets them go high or anything like that, or it looks fucking, or they have amazing control and amazing mechanics. It's that's the path that they have to take. That's how they know how to air dribble. That's the only thing they know how to do. They're going to push that shit high as possible. They're going to get to the side of it, and they're going to push that shit down into the top right corner, or whatever corner they're on, the opposite corner of that. And they're going to do that every time. If they're straight on, they're going to lift it up into the ceiling and then they're going to bring it right back down, top middle, or whatever line they're in. They're going to push it forward that line and they're going to score top of the goal wherever that is. You don't need to pre-jump and go after those unless you know what you're doing, because in it, obviously, all you need to do is aim higher than what you think you need to go towards. So you're better off actually flying backwards and up as opposed, or either boost jumping straight up if you're a pre-jumper, or flying backwards towards your own goal and up to intercept it as it's going in and just meet that point. They're not going to do anything fancy because they're just the only thing they know is their basic air dribble. Arrow left and right's amazing on how once you get that first touch, you can just hold arrow right and left, and then you just kind of adjust your stick up and down on the left side as need be to keep that air dribble going. There's a reason why I don't use that air dribble unless, I'm really like in zoned and I'm gonna go for like a flip reset right off an immediate air dribble. I need to be quick about it. The only reason I use that shit because I mean, I have control. I use both air rolls. If I'm up and I'm in a decent spot, I'll switch to the other air roll to correct myself or do whatever I need to do and continue what I need to do. People don't learn both air rolls. They learn air roll left and air roll right because it looks better. People like pretty visual things, even if they suck at the fucking game. Like a guy a couple of streams ago. Actually, no, I don't think. Was I recording this? I don't know if I was recording this or streaming or not. The guy claimed that he was good because he was able to air roll, that he was able to air dribble from one side of the field to the other side of the field. And I'm like, you did was hold arrow right and then left and then flick your stick to stay under it and push it. That don't take skill. Just do it again, but use regular arrow instead of your arrow right. Guess what? He ain't doing that shit. He can't make manual adjustments and all of that. He's too reliant on that one specific way. I use both whenever I need them. If I'm like so far off to where I need help, I will rely on arrow right to kind of correct my path, but then I'll go back to regular air rolling. Some things you have to. If you have to do a really fast and strict air roll off the bat, I mean, sometimes you have to jump and then hold left and arrow right or right and arrow left to get that spiral upwards to keep that, upward momentum. Sometimes it's just got to be quick about it. And you would use that to get the height that you need or whatever, or get lined up under the ball. But it's not something that you should learn and rely on to get things done. And I mean, you'll watch pros play. When they go up, most pros use arrow right, arrow left, but they also mix it up. They don't just push it to the other side of the field unless they see the opening for it. They'll go up, they'll do their little thing, and then they'll go for a flip reset or a fake down, or they'll try to add more moves to their repertoire. They don't just air dribble it across and hope that it goes into the opposite corner. Because when you do that, one, it's an individual play, and you see it happen a lot in threes, which is annoying because you can't assist them. It's on top of their car and they're pushing it upwards. So if you hit it off their car, it's going to pinch with their car and it's going to go upwards. It's not going to give you the angle that you want. So you have to do is just wait and hope that they score the shit. Or you're going to have to pick up their pinch or whatever the hell else, which generally it's just a pinch that goes very wrong. Wrong. When they hit goal and they don't get that top corner the way they want to. And then everybody else is stuck scrambling on your team trying to cover the fuck up that this guy made because he didn't want to pass the ball. There's nothing wrong with learning arrow rights and lefts and all of that, but you should learn both because you should use both in tandem. You should use both as correcting tools and all of that. But either way, I'm done for the day on Rocket League. I'm right at about 2 hours, and well, Kind of getting sick of the game. Been streaming it a lot here recently. So thank you for anybody stopping by. I will stop by. And as always, supplement your lifestyle. And I will see you next time. Dead by Daylight reviews return tomorrow.